Welcome to Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast.
Johnny!
Hi, Jess.
Hi!
What's up?
What's
I don't know why we're shouting, but I know why you shout.
I know.
Because you always shout.
Because I'm obnoxious, but
No.
no.
Okay.
Everybody, welcome back to Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast. We're so happy that you are here.
Yeah.
We really are. We have Amanda back. So excited. Today we're going to talk about a couple different topics, actually, this episode. So Amanda tends to be gluten-free.
Yeah.
And you don't have celiac, right?
I don't,
It's just by
no.
choice, kind of, because you can tell.
It's more an intolerance. So I
Okay.
tested negative for celiac, but I definitely can't have a lot of gluten.
Yeah.
It makes me sick, honestly.
Yeah.
So I can have little cheats here and there, but I do have to be primarily gluten free. Yeah.
Sure, and the thing that's really great about Disney is that, Disney is very serious about if you have any sort of allergy or intolerance, anytime you go to any dining place, there always is an option.
Yeah.
And if you tell them you have a certain allergy or you can't have this or whatever, they will make sure that
Yeah.
you
Oh,
are,
yeah.
because they
They're
don't want
very
anything to happen.
accommodating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
then-
sure you've had too, because you had a tree nut allergy, as do I.
Yes, yes.
Have the chefs come out and talk to you, and
Yeah.
or just explain what you can or can't have.
Right,
and
right.
Yeah, they're definitely very informative and helpful, and they offer a lot of options. A lot of places I'll go traveling, they're like, oh, gluten free, okay, salad or meat, here you go, and it's
Right.
you don't get choices.
Yeah, totally.
Where Disney's one of those places that you don't get to miss out on your favorite foods
Yeah.
just because you have an allergy or
Yeah.
intolerance of
And
something.
some of their options might be
Yeah.
more interesting than what's on the actual
Yeah.
menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What's cool about the Disney app is they have all of those different allergen
Yes.
menus
Yeah.
listed.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's
if you're
huge benefit.
mobile ordering, which is such a huge thing now on the
Yeah.
app, you can choose.
Yeah. Or just checking out places ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what would you say would be some of your favorite places that?
We're right here. That was going to be my question.
Yeah, Joan.
Great minds.
Yeah.
Holy
Well,
heck.
what's your favorite? What have you experienced that
Yeah.
you really enjoyed? Who was really accommodating and everything?
I mean, honestly, almost every place is super accommodating.
Cool.
As John said, they have a lot of great options, maybe even ones that sometimes taste better than the regular option.
Yeah.
I definitely really like Grand Floridian Cafe. They make amazing gluten-free Mickey waffles, so you don't have to miss out on your Mickey waffle.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Also, the quick service option there, Gasparilla Grill.
Okay.
They also have gluten-free waffles as well that are Mickey ones.
That's so cool.
Yeah, because that was the worst thing. I'm like, I don't want to miss my Mickey waffle. That's my
Yeah.
favorite thing there.
Grand Floridian was actually our top bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you
I'll agree with that. I still have to watch that. I know I gotta listen, but yeah.
So if you do accidentally eat gluten, you at least have a great bathroom option.
In comfort. And
At
class.
Grand Floridian.
And
So
class.
yeah, and class, yeah. So just to let you know, if you need to drop a
They have
drop
the
a doo-doo. Yeah,
So besides Mickey waffles, I just kind of took some pictures from my last trip. I really enjoyed Woody's Lunchbox in Hollywood Studios.
Oh yeah, sure.
So
I've always wanted to eat there. I've never.
You
eaten
know,
there.
when me and my fiance Joe went last, it was actually a year ago.
Yeah.
Today, or roughly around that time.
Yeah.
This time last year, we wanted to try it, and I wasn't sure what I could eat. They do have the grilled cheese and with gluten-free bread.
Nice.
Oh,
So I could do
sweet.
that, do the tots. The cheese dip does have a little probably gluten, but it's enough where I can tolerate it,
Sure.
So that was really good. I just took
Oh,
pictures of
yeah.
all the gluten-free food to have on hand.
Love it.
And certain things are just naturally gluten-free.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it anyway. I had the frozen Coke from
Ooh.
Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
That's just super refreshing when
Yes.
it's hot out anyway. Dole Whip.
Yep, which I
Gluten-free
love
anyway.
is dairy free too.
Yeah,
you don't think of it as
absolutely.
dairy free, but it is.
Right, you wouldn't. Also, just the classic Mickey ice cream bar, gluten free.
okay.
Yep, true.
Popcorn, gluten free, easy enough
Yes,
to eat.
some of your favorite snacks.
So luckily, my favorite snacks
Yeah.
are mostly gluten free anyway.
How about the churro?
No, unfortunately,
No.
that has
Okay.
been, I do.
That's
I do
okay,
cheat
though.
on gluten, and I have it.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
But I save my gluten cheat. There
Yes.
are also gluten pills out there I do take.
Sure.
That help. I mean, you can't go crazy, but they
Right.
do help because I have certain Disney snacks. I'm like, I gotta have that when I'm at Disney.
Yes.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Another one. Let's see. I really liked, and I'm trying to think of the name, the Pinocchio restaurant.
Village House?
Yes, yeah. And they had really good gluten-free pizza. And it was like a huge pizza.
Oh,
like,
wow,
look
that
at that.
looks
That's
great.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gluten-free, really good.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
that one. Pico Spills, that one's pretty good too. You can get nachos, the meat, shredded cheese, whatever toppings.
So they have gluten-free nachos.
I mean, the queso wasn't, but again, I had a little change. But you can put what you want on it. You could
Sure.
just get meat and shredded cheese or
Sure. Okay.
you know, lettuce, tomato, whatever, you know. And they may have
Awesome.
corn tortillas as well. I'm not sure. I didn't get the tacos. I always stick with the nachos, but
Yeah.
that's another one of my favorite, you know, quick service. Regal Eagle in Epcot.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That one
Barbecue
I got,
joint.
I think it was like, I'm trying to remember from this picture if it was like pulled pork or brisket or something like that. Gluten-free bread, fries,
Awesome.
easy enough, you know.
That's so great.
So there's a lot of really good options. We did the Flower and Garden Festival
Yeah.
as well last year.
Yep.
And they had this one you could probably do too if you're on the fence like me. It was their honey mascarpone cheesecake.
When did you
Amazing.
Because we were there in June of last year.
Oh, we went like around this time, like late April into early May.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. 'cause I helped you plan that trip. That's right. That's right. Yes.
So that one, the cheesecake had very little to no crust, which was pretty rare. So I
good.
feel like if you were somebody who was like
Yeah.
not celiac, you could probably do it and it
Sure.
wasn't a problem because
Sure.
I mean, you can see it's all pretty much,
Yep. Oh,
you know, it's
so
not
good.
really
Yeah.
the crust. So
that looks
certain
like-
things like that. Yeah.
Love that.
So those are amazing. I know too, like Rose and Crown, they do
Okay.
good gluten free. I remember I've gotten some things there.
Where's that?
Epcot.
United, yeah.
UK Pavilion.
United.
Yeah.
Oh, got
yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I've done that. Grand Floridian Cafe is great too for dinner.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were talking about the Run Disney episode before, and I did Grand Floridian Cafe for dinner, kind of carb load the night before, right? And they
Oh,
had
nice.
really good gluten free pasta,
Ooh.
whatever kind of sauces you wanted. So they really do a good job with dinner
Yeah.
as well, and or any other meal really.
Cool.
They've been very accommodating.
Love that.
So those are probably my at least top places I could think of.
Yeah.
Disneyland, same like Carnation Cafe we love.
Yeah.
The Mickey Waffle.
Yeah.
They can do that gluten free.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do think Disney World might have a bit more options
Okay.
than Land.
Sure.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Much more larger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
More dining. But
too.
both definitely offer, you know, all the parks. Too.
Yeah.
I really haven't had any bad experiences with dining.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people ask, like, oh, I'm gluten free. Is there going to even be anything I can eat? But there's so many options.
Yeah.
I was even looking for the Bachelorette. I wanted to
Yeah.
try beignets, and they have
Oh, yeah.
gluten free beignets at
nice.
French
good.
Quarter.
Good.
So I was like,
Perfect.
all right, I'll get have one
Sure.
Mickey one to get my fill, but then have like the gluten free.
Sure.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I'm waiting for them to do gluten-free pretzels. I don't think I've seen that one
Oh.
yet. That I'm waiting for.
My
I
thought
don't think
too
I've seen
is,
that.
do they have, I don't know if you would know the answer to this, do they have vegan options for people? I know there are people that are vegan.
Yeah.
Do they?
They do. I don't
Okay.
know what they are offhand, but they
gotcha.
have, I feel like they could accommodate every allergy
That's
under
so
the sun,
good.
you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you guys can keep talking. I'll try to pull up like
definitely.
a menu or something.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Because my mom has like an MSG allergy. I have
okay.
tree nuts,
Sure.
gluten. So
Yeah.
they work with you so well.
Yeah.
The other place I was talking to my mom about for dinner, and I totally blank on the name, the place where you sit down for like the Thanksgiving type meal in Magic.
Liberty Square Tavern.
Yes, there we go.
Oh,
I
that
was
one.
so blanking. I was gonna look it up, and I was
Yes,
forgetting the name.
yes.
But they actually have a separate kind of Thanksgiving dinner, if you will. That's what I call
Oh,
it. It kind
yeah.
of reminds me of that, right?
Sure.
That's gluten free.
Oh,
so they
that's so
brought,
nice.
you know, gluten free. Okay, gravy.
Oh, that's great.
You know, gluten free kind of, you know, different
Yeah.
rolls and things.
Sure.
So there is options.
Yeah.
Another one, Be Our Guest. Before they kind of.
Yeah.
I don't like what they did recently with the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean with the.
Yeah.
When you used to be able to go up and order and do all that.
Oh, okay.
They could do breakfast. We would do gluten-free
Oh,
waffles.
cool.
For lunch, they had gluten-free bread. It was probably like one of the
Okay.
best. It was like a French dip sandwich. Is that what that
Oh,
is? It was
cool.
so
Sure.
good with like French onion soup. Some of the best I've ever had.
That's
So
the
good.
best, yeah. Love that.
So a lot of the different restaurants can do different things.
Cool.
Resort wise, I'm trying to think. Like we stayed at Coronado, but we didn't eat there.
Okay, so it's hard
Grand
to say.
Floridian, I've
Well,
probably done the
Coronado
most.
has some amazing options for food.
Do they?
Yeah.
I have to check that out next time. We stayed there. We loved it. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But I think just how the parks work, we didn't have time to try anything.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
is
that's the thing.
unfortunate.
Like with some of these trips, it's like I want to do the parks, but I also
Yeah.
want to like stay around the hotel and
Exactly.
explore.
Yeah. And Disney Springs is another one. They do pretty good. We
Yeah.
ate at the Polite Pig a few times, me and Joe, and I did like a cheddar brat and like sweet potato tots. You know,
Nice.
they have like different meats and options and tots and things that are pretty good.
Yeah.
So Disney Springs has a lot of options too for gluten free.
Nice.
So there's a lot of different.
Okay, I think
But I'm looking at, for example, Tiffin's. I'm looking at that.
Oh,
menu.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, never been
And
there.
like
We
you
went
just
there. It was good.
It was really
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah.
One of the best. You just scroll towards the bottom of the menu, for example.
Yeah.
And it just shows like allergy-friendly appetizers, entrees.
Yeah.
And then like in
that's good.
parentheses, it will say egg, fish, peanut, tree nut allergy, or sesame allergies, or gluten-free.
Yeah, they do differentiate on the menu, which is so nice because I was
Yeah.
looking for that just for ideas, like I said, for next year,
Yes.
Just to see, because it's hard when you have allergies and you can't, and you're traveling. You want to, like I said, you don't want
You
to
don't
feel
wanna
like all you
worry
can have
about
is
it.
like meat and like lettuce. You
Yeah.
want to
Right.
enjoy your
Right. Yeah, I'm looking this
enjoy
up right
your
now,
trip.
too.
I know, right? Me too. We're all looking.
Yeah. No, and that's
the
like, that's the
website.
great thing about Disney. Because I've had some like friends in the past be like,
Yeah.
Disney is, theme park food, or Universal's theme park
Oh
food.
no.
It's a whole other level. Disney especially, because it's just like Six Flags compared to Disney.
Oh yeah.
Night and day.
I was just gonna say.
Night and day.
Oh,
Yep.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that is cool. I'm looking at this now. Allergy friendly desserts.
there's
like,
so many options, and
Yeah.
I mean Disney. Gosh, if you could count all these restaurants as
Yeah.
we're scrolling here, like
Yeah.
you'd probably have hundreds of
Right.
options
Oh, yeah.
between the
Right.
parks, the resorts, Disney Springs, everything. So
Yeah.
there's so many options
Yeah,
here.
totally.
And then you have, of course, quick service,
Yeah.
right? Sit down more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The snack type options,
Yeah.
So there's so many different things for everybody.
Yeah.
And like with Run Disney, with that community on Facebook,
Yeah.
there's probably like dining or allergen
Oh, I'm sure.
communities on Facebook
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
I bet. So with that being said, you've also done different events and stuff.
Yes.
So you did, I know recently you had done Dapper Day.
Yeah, so I did Dapper Day twice. Once I found out like 2 days before, so I was like trying to hit up Amazon, trying to find, something to wear for it.
Yeah.
And even the last time I wasn't as prepared as I wanted. So I'm like, I need to check the dates and make sure.
Is it at all 4 parks? Or is
So
it...
they pick a certain park per day to do it. So we went, it was a Sunday.
Okay.
I want to say it was April 30th we went. I'm like weird with dates. I
Sure.
know.
Yeah.
And, it was at Magic Kingdom. You kind of Disney bound, if you know that is. So you kind of just like dress almost mimicking a character.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Some
Cool.
people go all out. So I pulled up some
Like,
pictures.
it's kind of like, because it's turn of the century type.
Yeah,
right?
so you can do a few different things. You can go totally vintage, which I want to do one day, but I'm
Yeah.
like, how can you be comfortable in some of these things?
Yep.
So we kind of did, you can either do like the Disney bounding kind of like what we did, or do like full out vintage.
Okay.
We did more, so I was trying to come up with an outfit, and that took me forever. And
Yeah.
we did Steamboat Willie.
That's so cute. I love that.
So I'll have to pull up a photo to show you. I did like a gray skirt, black top, and I happened to have the Steamboat Willie ears.
Love it.
Which was so perfect. And then for Joe, I just got him like gray shorts and then like a black dry fit shirt. And my mom sewed like these giant buttons on the shirt to make it look more like Steamboat Willie. Because with that short amount of time, I couldn't. There are some cool, Etsy pages where you can order like really good Dapper Day stuff, but they just unfortunately couldn't come in time.
Yeah.
So we did what we could, but I thought that was pretty cool to kind of and it was still a comfortable outfit.
That's the thing with the heat. It's like,
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, the first time I did it, it was freezing. Second time, it's like, it wasn't a bad day. It was pretty nice. But I mean, this was kind of our Disney
nice
founding outfit, kind of the Steamboat Willie, black, kind of the gray, black and white type Disney vintage. Because I wanted, like you said, the vintage Disney.
Yeah.
Because I kept looking,
that.
what should we do? What should we do? The first time it was, like I said, I had 2 days notice. So I literally just pulled out a black shirt I had.
Yeah.
I got like a red and white polka dot skirt off Amazon. My mom had made a Disney Minnie Mouse costume for herself for the Halloween party a few years prior.
Cute.
So she had a really cool collar that had like pearls and like a Minnie Mouse like emblem on it. So we like tacked that on. I had the gloves. I tried to make it as as good as I could with the short amount of time I had. This was like my 2019
Oh, that's
one.
adorable.
So I'm trying to pull
love.
together in the last minute
Love
kind of
that.
leggings under,
Adorable.
I think I got a little more creative with this one, but
So
I
what
love
do
that.
they do for Dapper Day?
Yeah.
In the
so I mean,
parks?
you just kind of dress up. It's really nothing like too crazy. I had never really heard of it till recently, in 2019. But it's just kind of, when I read up on it, it was kind of celebrating Disney and like the vintage, kind of how it started, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do they have any specialty foods or any events? Or
They
anything?
do.
No.
I really wish they would do more with that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that could be a really cool thing.
Absolutely.
Well, they probably have the Dapper Dans walking around a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
That's another kind of
Yeah.
outfit people did.
Yes.
I see there's a Dapper Day Expo in Disneyland.
Oh, cool. That'd
But
be fun.
Yeah.
I did both of mine in Florida. So,
Yeah.
the first time it was at Epcot, and then the second time it was Magic Kingdom. So they
Okay.
kind of say, the
Okay.
weekend we went this past year, they said, okay, Epcot's going to be Saturday, Magic Kingdom Sunday for Dapper Day.
Oh, okay. So they'll do it like 2 days in a row.
Yes.
But at the different parts.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it's kind of just, really just the style of Disney yesterday and today,
Sure.
kind of bringing that together.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's nothing, I feel like it could be done so much more at the parks though.
Yeah.
Like bring some, vintage,
Yes.
like vault Disney, right? The good
Yes.
stuff, right?
Get some older characters.
Yes, or just,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys, I grew up on Vault Disney, like the Zorro, Spin and Marty.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
The
have all of
really
those,
old stuff.
DVD
yes,
box sets.
Yeah.
yes.
I love that stuff.
The old
they need
cartoons.
more of that on Disney Plus.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And bring more of that to Dapper Day because that's kind of like
Yeah.
how it started,
Yeah.
you know?
No, absolutely. You're right.
So you can do different things. I've seen really cool Disney vintage type dresses on Etsy. Like if you
yeah.
wanted to do, I know you guys talk about Snow White, but if you wanted to do like
Yeah.
a yellow
Yeah.
or, blue and
Totally.
red, like they have vintagey type
Yeah.
dresses that
Yeah.
complement the character. So
Yes.
I don't think a lot of people noticed what me and Joe were. Like the Steamboat Willie, I don't think like a lot of people picked up on it, but the
Okay.
people who know.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
And
for sure.
We got a few compliments on it.
Definitely.
But it just, it kind of, I don't think people are very familiar. I don't think it's very advertised.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
I know, because I feel like it could be a
That's-
really cool thing.
Yeah.
Such a cool thing.
Yeah.
I dress up. I mean, I think of like, have you ever heard of the website ModCloth?
I don't think so.
It's like that kind of like vintagey dresses
Okay.
for women.
Oh,
a lot of times
okay.
they'll have that type of style. So I would think of like a website like that where you can buy
Yeah.
something kind of almost 50s looking
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yes, it's
You know
kind
what
of
I
like
mean?
that. Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
think of when I think of that.
Well, Disney used to have like for a brief time, a men's clothing line called, I think it was like called 23.
Oh,
And-
okay.
and they had like kind of vintage
Nice.
style clothing for men.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that
that's
was
cool.
That was cool.
Did they actually sell it at the parks? Like have it at the shops?
Yeah, there may have been like some kind of stands inside the Emporium,
Sure.
but in downtown Disney Disney Springs,
Okay.
they had like a little section
Sure.
in that marketplace store that has like a whole bunch of stores in it.
Uh-huh.
There was
yeah.
like a little section. Now it's something different. But
Okay, because I
That's
even
cool.
love, in the Disney Springs, there's a couple different Disney stores that have clothes like Disney
yes.
style.
I've seen kind of the vintagey what you would wear, and that's what you would wear to Dapper
Yeah.
Day. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Stuff
just
like
kind of like
that.
fun fashion.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And it's just kind of like we said, celebrating the old
Yeah.
Disney. It happens 4 times a year.
Right.
It's in the fall and in the spring.
Okay.
So it's November and usually like April.
Okay.
That weekend kind of, like a Saturday, Sunday,
Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah.
Cool.
The first time I went, it was freezing. It was in November.
Okay.
It's like 50 degrees, if that even. I
Yeah.
remember we had my dad was the only one to bring a coat and we were like taking turns sharing the coat.
Oh, man.
So it was
yeah.
freezing.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like 100 degrees. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, these
I
guys in
know.
these suits. Because some guys will do the full blown,
Oh my
suits. And I didn't want to do that to
gosh.
Joe because I'm like, all right, if it's going to be 90,
Right.
he's going to like hate me.
Right.
So it's like, all right, a dry fit shirt, shorts, perfect.
Yeah.
So you can
Totally.
get creative with it.
Totally.
There's a lot of skirts and things on Amazon you can,
Yeah.
do fun things with.
Yeah. I'd almost want to dress like Haunted Mansion themed.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. You could do a lot. You could do so much, honestly.
Yeah. That'd be
Yeah.
so
If I
fun.
do it again, I definitely, if it happened to fall, which is like how funny. I didn't plan my trips around Dapper Day, but
Yeah.
I happen to have 2 of them fall on that.
Yeah. Oh,
That
that's
would be
cool.
just awesome to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
And get like more of a vintagey kind of outfit or
How
something.
did you find out about it?
I'm I'm trying to remember, honestly, if I like found out on the website or maybe Pinterest. Sometimes I see like Disney stuff on Pinterest.
Okay, gotcha.
And I was like, what's this Dapper Day? And I think I looked and I happened to find out that it was falling on the day that we were going in November. And like I said, 2 days before, great time. Thanks Amazon to get my stuff, you know. And this time we found out, but it was a little bit more notice, but still scrambling for outfit ideas.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because I know like we follow a lot of Disney Instagram accounts.
I do
Sometimes
follow
people will
some
post
too.
that.
Yeah, I follow like the Mouselites.
Bloggers or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think they've talked about it.
Okay.
But I'm trying to remember where I saw it. I feel like it would have been maybe Pinterest or something.
Yeah.
Especially back in 19. Like, where did I hear about it? You know?
Right.
So yeah, that was kind of that part of it. It's just fun and different, you know? Like I said, it doesn't really have an impact on crowds. It doesn't really bring a lot. I feel like it could just be done. Like if they had like food specials, like you said, or vintage stuff, I feel like there could, or, you know, pictures with like old character, like Oswald Rabbit, we're talking, you know, like Steamboat Willie type, you know, that kind of era.
Or
that
have
would be
like
so
specialty
fun.
performances like the Dapper Day.
Exactly.
And that's one thing that I really like about Disneyland over Disney World is I think they might do it a little bit in Disney World, but in Land they have like the trolley come down with the Dapper Vans periodically at different parts of the day.
I'm definitely more of a Disneyland gal too. That's what I grew up on was Disneyland more than World.
I grew up on World. But I've been to Land like a few times recently. I just love it there.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely I grew up on that. My parents were always going to Land over World.
Same.
And I think too, there's just so many reasons, right? California, better weather.
Yes,
let's be real.
Way better weather.
Disneyland's the original. Yes, it's smaller. That's all I hear when people come to compare. Oh, it's small.
Hey,
it's the original. And literally Walt built that.
Right.
Yep.
I know.
You know, and I don't know if you have seen the bench in Disneyland where Walt came up with the idea.
Isn't that in the Great Moments with?
It's around there. It's around there. I think as you come in, maybe, and you, like right at the entrance. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's so cool. I always get a picture of it where he like kind of came up with the idea, I believe, of Disneyland.
He was watching.
He was in Griffin Park.
His daughter's on the
exactly.
carousel.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I'm more of a Disneyland gal.
I mean, I just think Disney. Like people ask me, "What's your favorite park?" And I always say Disneyland, Magic Kingdom.
100% Disneyland.
And minus the castle.
Yeah.
I still love the castle, even though it's smaller.
It's charming.
It's
charming.
It is.
Yeah.
But I just think that park has the most character. And I also think that their Adventureland is the best because of Indiana
also the
Jones
rides. Think about you don't have the Alice in Wonderland ride.
Right.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
2 dips at Disneyland.
Yes.
You only get 1.
Right. I know. At
And,
World. I
the
They're
Florida
pirates.
one doesn't even quite look like. It's just not the same.
No.
Our Haunted Mansion.
You
is a
and
little
you
bit
agree
different.
that Disneyland's Pirates is way better.
Oh
Yeah.
Hands down. Yeah.
It's like twice as long.
Yeah. And then, but also now the fact that Disneyland has Galaxy's Edge. That's awesome because then you get Hollywood Studios essentially.
You do.
Yeah.
There, you know?
And those transitions, I know it's like little things, but those transitions from Frontierland or New Orleans Square into Galaxy's Edge is a lot more subtle and more thematic than Hollywood Studios.
Yep.
You walk into a wall.
Yeah.
And there's like an opening. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I
Kinda
wasn't
takes
sure
you
how I
out.
felt about Galaxy's Edge coming to Disneyland. I felt it was more for GCA.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it would make more sense. Like, I'm fine with it now. At first, I was like, oh, in Disneyland, but that's the original. Like, don't touch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I
don't
felt the
do
same.
it.
Like, kind of do
You
something
know?
a little bit more.
Yeah. And at California Adventure kind of has that vibe of outdoorsy vibe.
Yes.
You get the Pixar vibe, and then you
agree.
get the Hollywood Studios-ish vibe.
And I agree. I think it should have been there too.
Yeah.
I also when I first time I ever went to Galaxy's Edge was in 2019. My mom and brother and I went. And it was actually the weekend of my wedding with my ex-fiance, so we went that weekend. And at that time, they only had the Millennium Falcon ride.
Yeah.
Yep, same when I first went in 19 November.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was impressive for sure.
Yeah, but I thought, wow, you have this whole land for one ride? I was like super not impressed.
Yeah.
And then finally they came out with Rise, and then I was like, oh, thank you. But I still think that land needs more.
Yeah.
At least another ride. But
they're also they're going for like more immersive experiences.
Yeah.
Like, so
I get it.
one of the things Allergies is like you talk to the cast members that work there, and they're supposed to. We haven't done it recently. They're supposed to say, "Oh, like I'm from this planet, and this is what I do." Like be part of the world.
Yeah.
Per se.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. But
yeah, no, the Millennium Falcon ride. If that was the only thing there, I'd be like, oh,
yeah,
all right.
I know.
But no, that's cool. Like, so you've done Dapper Day.
Yeah.
Has there been any other events?
Yeah, I did. And again, the one that's kind of like, I feel like under-celebrated is Mickey's birthday. I have been at the park on Mickey's birthday. They do give out super cute buttons, but
Cute.
I feel like they could do a lot more with that too on that day.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe more Mickey like meet and greets, or maybe a special, not like parade, but something like, how they have the little character things,
They should do a parade like Mickey throughout the ages.
Yes,
something like, I mean, and when I went, it was the 90th birthday, so it was a pretty big birthday.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just, so I did that. Again, it was pretty much just the button, I think, but it was still cool to be there on that day.
Yeah.
But another event that I think they could do a lot more with.
Yeah.
Especially maybe like merch, food.
Yeah.
Just different specialty things, or different Mickey character meet and greets, like Fantasia Mickey, Steamboat Willie.
Yes.
Just different Mickey's kind of eras, that you could get photos with, or
Yeah.
They should have merch too. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I love Disney, obviously, because we have the podcast. But I feel it seems like lately they've been kind of straying away from what we were talking about earlier with Dapper Day, the yesteryear and like the vintage Disney.
Yeah. That absolutely
like they're kind of taking. They need more Walt.
Yes.
Integrated into the parks and stuff.
Yeah, it is becoming too like new. A lot of things I see, I'm like, I don't even know what this is. Or,
it's very IP related, like Frozen.
Well, even you and I had done an episode, I think last season, talking about attractions or things that are no longer there at World or Land.
Yeah.
And so he and I, it was almost like we should do another episode again. Maybe it was like a reminiscing episode of things that no longer exist that we miss, and that's kind of the old Disney. You talk about how much we miss Fast Pass.
Oh yeah.
Like we just missed
the paper tickets at Disneyland or the paper Fast Pass. Those were the best.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I still kept some of those. I was like, I didn't turn my Fast Pass. I'm like, I'm keeping that.
Yes.
But I do think, and me and my parents were talking about this too, because like I said, I grew up on all that Walt Disney, all the old stuff, the classics, and I'm like, I feel like they're straying to like new stuff that doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah, totally.
I know that like Walt Disney mentioned, like, as long as there's still imagination left in the world, Disneyland will never
I was just
be
gonna say
created.
that, always emerging.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yes, it's true,
Yeah.
but don't focus it on one thing.
Or like force too much different things.
Yeah, because then they're going to pump out all these sequels and just dilute it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Makes me sad. Like, well, Frozen I love, but it makes me sad that like
I just like saying Frozen.
I know, you like to piss me off.
I'm sure kids today have no idea what Zorro, Spin, and Marty that is that I grew up on.
Totally.
And that's just like so sad. Or Wonderful World of Disney.
Oh my God. Mickey
Like,
Mouse
bring it
Club
back.
even.
Yes.
Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah. You know what else? And I asked you this. Have you ever watched Ink and Paint Club? Way back in the day.
That was on the Disney Channel.
I believe so.
didn't
Yeah.
I was more of a Nickelodeon girl.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
I
so
was
never
Disney
saw
from
it.
birth.
Yeah.
And it
Believe
was,
it or not, even though,
Yeah. Ink and Paint Club was just different cartoons.
Okay.
I've heard.
I remember my dad used to take the train to the city, and he'd get up at like 4 something in the morning. And during summer, I'd get up with him at 4 and watch these cartoons like Skeleton Dance, right?
Yeah,
Steamboat Willie,
Yeah.
Through the Mirror, all these amazing cartoons that are from the 30s that we don't see anymore.
They had something similar to that in the 90s. There was a show called Storytime with Belle on like Channel 7 or something.
Okay.
And it was like early in the morning, like 6 or 6:30 on a Saturday. So it was just like I'd get up, go downstairs, turn that on.
Yeah.
And it's literally like Belle reading to kids, the live action part. But then she would integrate like multiple animated shorts in there.
Okay.
Cool.
And so that would be exposure.
Yeah.
They have it in Magic Kingdom, though. They story time with Belle. It might be the story of Beating the Base. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
When I was,
In
when
the
I think I
cottage.
told you when I was gonna go on it, it was down for technical difficulties. I'm like, what's wrong with Belle? Like, what,
what's the
like, what happened?
difficulty?
She's a human.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, all those great things that I wish would come back more.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, 100%. Another event. I mean, I've done like you guys, the Christmas party, Halloween party.
Okay.
Have you guys done both of those?
I've done Halloween and Christmas.
I haven't done any of that stuff.
Okay. Personally, I liked the Halloween party better.
I agree.
Okay.
Yep.
I was so pumped for the Christmas party and I just felt kind of let down.
Yep. Same.
The parade was awesome.
Yep.
The Christmas parade was awesome. The snow, totally magical.
Yep.
Love it all.
Yep.
I do love Disney at Christmas time. That's like my favorite.
Yeah.
But I do think the Halloween party was a lot better.
Yep.
You know, you're in costume. There's a lot of trick-or-treating spots.
Yep.
There's a lot of characters with specialty like Halloween costumes on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, so I think when me and my mom went, Minnie was like dressed as a witch, you know,
Yeah,
or cute
so
things
cute.
that you don't
Yeah.
get like everyday photos
Yep.
with.
Totally.
They had this special Halloween parade that
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah.
With the villains and a lot of
Yes.
stuff like we were talking
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
you know, all the
Yep.
villains and stuff, special fireworks show.
Yep.
I remember them having like the Haunted Mansion music to it or
Yeah.
different, you know,
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas, different things like that.
Yep.
So the Halloween party was definitely my favorite, but I enjoyed the Christmas one as well.
Yeah, we kind of did it wrong. We should have done the Christmas party on a non-park day because we were at the park all day. Then we went to Enchanted Rose, got buzzed as doo-doo,
Okay.
and then we went back and we were tired.
See, both times
So-
we did it. So like the first Halloween one, we flew in that day.
Okay.
A little rough traveling, but whatever.
Yeah.
And we just went as soon as we got there. We got
Yeah.
there late, which kind of, we wanted to get there early, but you know how flag is. And then the Christmas one, we deliberately did, I think maybe resort or something earlier in the day
Okay.
and went at the time we could go 6
Yep.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I just feel like the Christmas party flew by way too quick. The Halloween one
Yeah.
was better.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it was raining too.
Okay.
The Christmas one. So that kind of
Okay.
put a damper on things. But
Yeah. I just felt I'm more of a Halloween person in general, so I think that's why I enjoyed it more. But
Yeah.
the Christmas one, you know, they did have, similar to with the Halloween one, they had
Right.
spots in the park where you could go
Right.
get like a Christmas cookie or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Which gluten? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yay, they had some gluten free, but they're just
Yeah.
not that part's
Yeah.
not the same.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I think Ashley is gluten and dairy free. I think she is.
Okay.
So same
Yeah.
thing for her.
Yeah.
And then, but I liked with the Halloween party, there was all these spots to trick or treat. And
Oh
then,
my gosh,
everyone's
yeah.
in costume and
Yeah.
just the theming. I don't know. I liked it better.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do
Yeah.
some of these events. I just think,
was,
the
yeah.
Dapper Day sounds really fun too. I wish they
Yeah.
would do that up more.
I think you would love it. The vintagey,
yeah.
I could see kind of the
Yes.
fun hairstyle, you know, all
Yes.
that stuff.
So much fun. Yes.
Another one I did, not really an event, but just general like things off the beaten path where like me and my mom did the tea at Grand Floridian.
Oh, okay.
I don't
That's
believe
fun.
they've brought that back
Okay.
since
checking
COVID.
the-
Because where was that hosted?
So it was literally at Grand Floridian. They have like, if you're in the lobby, if
Yeah.
you notice kind of along the windows, they have a little like, I don't want to say cafe part, but you know what I mean? Like there's different chairs and tables and things. It's kind of by the windows as you're looking to the other buildings.
Okay.
So they have the tea there. We did that in 2019. That was something
Okay.
my mom really wanted to do. So we did that. I don't believe though that that's come back since COVID, but
Gotcha.
hopefully soon because that's kind
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah.
They
It's a fun
have
extra
like
thing.
really like intricate desserts and, you know, different obviously tea, sandwiches, scones, kind of,
Yeah.
you know, the thing that you would
crumpets.
no, the things you would normally, you know,
Freshen your drink.
go along with the tea, you
Fancy
know.
another.
Whenever Steve gives me coffee, he mimics that because that's some from The Simpsons or something.
Oh yeah.
Freshen your drink, governor. Like some episode, and so he always comes in. Freshen your drink. I'm like, oh my god.
To show you a picture of the tea. It's so cute what they do. So this is
Yeah.
like the dessert. Like
Oh,
how fun.
cute.
Oh nice.
Love
I mean,
it.
they make it so nice, you
Love
know?
it.
So I did that.
Love.
And I think what other kind of like, because we were talking about different things. Like it doesn't have to just be the parks, you
Yeah,
know? There's so much
absolutely.
amazing dining, resort hopping. We did a little bit of that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I love
Um,
resort
Johnny
hopping.
John loves that.
Love
We did that once, just got on the monorail. We're like, all right, we're at Polynesian. Let's get a little wet. Okay,
Yep.
we're at Contemporary. Let's walk around and do this. Okay,
Yeah.
back to Grand Floridian where we're
Yep.
staying. You know, we'll do
Yep.
whatever.
So much
you know,
fun.
those kinds of things. And, you know, with holidays, I don't think you went to, I think we talked about this. Disney Springs has the like trail of trees.
Oh yeah. I've
And they
seen
have
that.
like different decorated trees. So see, they have a Frozen one, like Beauty and the Beast.
There's a haunted mansion.
Haunted
We
Mansion,
didn't check that
yeah,
out when
it's
we
so
went.
cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
And different merch, of course. I had to get the Christmas
Yep.
tree light up.
We
popcorn
got the
bucket.
one with that had Donald on it. We got that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they have
Love
some
it.
different things like that that were fun. I
Yeah.
think we focused more in 19 on that, just just because my mom, that was her trip. When she was doing kind of declared cancer free, she's like, I want to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at that point,
awesome.
I don't think she was back up to her, her normal self. So we kind of just slowed it down a bit.
Yeah.
And those were kind of some things we did. She wanted to do the tea. We did the Christmas party. We
fun.
explored the gingerbread house at Grand Floridian. Just some
Nice,
fun things that I feel like sometimes when you're so busy, you get so caught up that you're kind of like, okay, you're so busy with the park, you just kind of forget that there's other things to kind of slow down and enjoy. And I think too, with the last Disney trip we did, we wanted to do like a Disney date night. So we went to Enchanted Rose.
Yep.
Nice.
There's like a photographer outside of there. So we got some pictures taken just for fun. We got all dressed up too, before going back to the park, and just some fun things like that. So I think, definitely check out different options, because there's definitely more than just the parks. And I know we were talking about that too, kind of for like the Bachelorette. Hey, let's go check out maybe French Quarter's got like a really cool jazz club. Let's check that out. Or, different things that you don't, I kind of just had to research it, because I'm like, okay, what's something, I want to do something I haven't done before. Yeah. Right?
Totally.
What's something different?
Well, and that's the thing is like, but then when you discover the things you love, when you go back, you want to do it again.
It's so hard, guys. That's how I am
also
too.
Want to try new things, and you can't get
That's how I
everything done.
am. Or the dining, like I have to go to this place and this place and this place, and I'm like, okay, what's left?
Like you could spend a whole night at the boardwalk.
Oh yeah,
I love the boardwalk. Have you ever spent time there?
I've been there. I definitely haven't spent a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean, what all is there to do besides, like, I've been to a few of the restaurants and shops.
So there's a bar called Abracadabar.
Oh,
which
yep,
is
I've heard of that.
Themed bar.
So cool.
They do like, I think they still do like some fun things with drinks. Like it'll
fun.
change colors or whatever.
Yeah, I know there's like a piano bar, or is that the same one?
It's Jelly Rolls.
Right?
Which
yep.
A dueling pianos bar. That's a blast. And then they have like also they call them Surrey bikes, so you could get like 4 or 6 people and you just ride around the whole lagoon there. I've done it years ago. It's tough. But they have like a bunch of activities. They have like that big lawn where they could show movies.
Nice.
They have a margarita stand.
A lot of things. Yeah, there's so many hidden gems, that you just like don't really know about, so that's kind of something different. I try to do something I've never done each trip.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's awesome.
I try. That's not always easy, but I think, with, like we said in 19, I did the Dapper Day, we did the tea, we did the party. We're like, okay, that's pretty good. This last time we did Enchanted Rose. I'd never actually gone before. I wanted to, how many times, but never did.
Johnny John, we've had some fun times there. Love it. Love that place.
Yeah, that was great.
Yep.
So I would just encourage anybody to just try to like do some research and try to just do one thing at least, like different. It's so hard though, because like you said, I'm like, no, I have to eat here and I have to go here and I have to do this because it's my favorite. And it's hard to stray from that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like even thinking about next year, I was like, all right, make sure I do something I haven't done before. Don't do the same things you do every single time you go to the park.
Yes.
Yeah, like so I was just there in January for a family trip, and before the family came down, I showed up like a few days before. Spent some time at Universal, then went to Disney early. We were staying at Polynesian, so like I was doing some stuff around there, and I went over to Fort Wilderness Resort and Campgrounds. And I'd never been there before, but I really like kayaking. So I did the kayaking there, and that was a blast, but also very, very scary because it's actual swamp water.
Oh, jeez.
You don't know.
Oh, my gosh.
Alligators, maybe, but But you were good. You survived.
I'm here.
You here.
But
you good.
Yeah, it's just fun to do something completely new.
Exactly. And sometimes things you don't plan. So like that trip in 16, we happened to come in on Halloween. That was great. We didn't really realize they were going to decorate for Christmas the next day. So we got the best of both worlds with both holidays.
Cool. Yes.
Then, like I mentioned last episode, the Cubs won the World Series in 2016, right? We're obviously Cubs fans being from the area here. And we were so excited that they had the parade at Magic Kingdom. I'd never seen that before.
Amazing.
That's cool.
So that was really cool to see that parade, and then did the wine and dine marathon, half marathon.
So fun. Yes.
So it was just so many different, sometimes when you don't even plan it though, sometimes the best things happen that you don't even like. We didn't plan that Mickey's birthday. We just happened to be there. Sometimes there's really great things that you just happen to be there. And it just makes the trip like extra little pixie dust, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being another guest again.
Thanks for having me again. It was awesome.
That was
This
fun.
was great. I think we've got more trips we got to plan. Yes.
Right? Well, I mean, there's something new to do every time. So.
Right?
Absolutely.
I'm sure we'll be doing more podcasts, more topics in the future.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We'd love to have you back.
Definitely.
Yes,
I love that.
absolutely. Yep. And then probably after the Bachelorette party.
Yeah,
next year.
that would be a good episode to do.
Season 4.
Disney batch trip.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be a
Love
good
it.
episode.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Anything
you.
else we want to say? Or are we good?
We
Good? All right. Well, everybody, thanks again for listening. And Parks and Pixie Dust. Bye-bye.
Bye. Adios.
Amigo.
Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate all your support. Please leave us a review and or rating on your favorite podcast platform.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook under Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast. We are also on Twitter and TikTok under Parks and Pixie Dust. Give us a follow and stay tuned for lots of updates.
And you can also email us at parksandpixiedustpodcast@gmail.com.
Our episodes are released bi-monthly on Wednesdays.